This is a quick response to Professor Dershowitz, who mentioned that if Mr. Trump is convicted, he could still serve as president from prison. I had a few thoughts about that. Depending on whether or not the conviction qualifies as a high crime or misdemeanor, he might be impeached. But since Mr. Trump twice avoided being convicted in the Senate, let's assume that he will not be impeached and removed. Nevertheless, it's an interesting scenario to consider. Let's assume Mr. Trump is in prison. Does the 25th Amendment come into play? Can Mr. Trump carry out the duties of the presidency? It would seem to me that this creates a nightmare scenario. How would he even know what's going on? Would he have a TV in there? Would the Secret Service be in there? Would members of Trump's administration have to live in the prison with him? How would he receive briefings? Prison also creates a host of mental health issues. Would Mr. Trump be segregated from the general population? Would the First Lady live in the White House? Or would she live in the prison? Now let us assume that the warden of the prison sends Mr. Trump to solitary confinement for some prison infraction. Would that violate some principle of federalism? The only practical solution that I see is for the Supreme Court to step in and to defer the prison sentence until after Mr. Trump's second term in office. What they might base that on, however, is unclear. Nevertheless, I don't think it's unreasonable to believe that serious national security problems would exist and that some form of serious constitutional crisis would visit the nation. It's like asking a pilot to fly a plane from the lavatory.